Government officials insist that this is an isolated incident.
Warning. The following program contains explicit language and mature content. It is not meant for the easily offended. So if you are an emotional pussy, please refrain from listening. Thank you and enjoy.
Welcome back. Another edition of the Buzz Podcast. Your boy Cujo. On this 1st of November. Damn. The year's almost over. It's weird. It feels like it just started yesterday, man. As you see on here, I'm able to share this space with a special individual. He goes by the name of Jesse Moreno, a UTEP advocate, a connoisseur of young politics, trying to teach young people, I guess, the ins and outs, and I guess what else would you add to that?
Really, man, it's just straight up getting people who are around my age or in my areas of where I am and cultural and in my environments. I want to make sure that they're in the know, man. People at UTEP, people in the community, I want to be sure that they're also educated. I want all of us to be on the same page. And if you're at a McDonald's or you're on the bus or I see you walking around to class or school, I want to try to educate you the best I can.
Okay. And when it comes to education, is it so to start, well, before we go into further than that, so then you are a Democrat, right? You're representing the Democratic side.
Yeah.
So when it comes to education, are you that kind of Democrat that will actually listen, which is few and far between, or is it those that just yell and point and you're going to listen to me no matter what?
Nah, dude. I seriously have to know the ins and outs of whatever problem you're going through so I can see what we're really grasping.
Yeah.
There's plenty of times I got in either too personal with somebody going through an issue that I'm having to push on.
Yeah.
And they completely give me on the wrong side or I'm caught off guard by it. And I completely understand because seriously, there's no understanding. Like Like, if you tell me something right now, I want to be sure I know exactly where you're coming from, why, what's the background, and then let's get progressing on it. Let's make a change. Let's make it positive. I want to fix it. And if I can't, then at least you have the tools to go on and fix it. Okay. That's what matters.
So what got you want to get started in doing this?
It was solely there's just one story. Back in high school, we had a big event of all the student council leaders in the region. And the guest speaker was telling us some story. And that the whole time, dude, I was upset because I'm saying you're speaking to a young audience, a young crowd. Whatever you're speaking on, they're not going to relate to you.
Right.
And I'm thinking if I am thinking this, there's thousands more who are thinking the same thing. It's just going to go one ear out the other. It makes no sense what you're telling me. But when I would see those in power or those in the public figure area in the face of an organization, a body, a group of people, and you're giving me a blank response, I want to say, well, that's not right.
Right.
Obviously, it's not right.
Right.
And you give him a white response, I want to say, why is it that way? Why is it blank? Let me see why you're thinking that way and treating us as if we're just some other vote for you or another body that's you could disregard, and I would catch it consistently when you see those who are coming up or those who are very high in the public figure, don't give me a fake response. I mean, I'm human.
Right.
You're human too. It makes no sense for you to give me a answer just to make me go away.
Okay.
Now
with you dealing with college, with college students, which range from 18 to roughly 25?
Yeah, it's I've seen far and wide, man. There's like some who are in high school and still coming back from a second career, and they still in college, especially at UTEP. It's a commuter school.
Right. So when dealing with people, especially with a younger age, and trying to get them to, I guess, understand your point, Well, how difficult is it with the fact that the majority of these people try to get their information off of TikTok and they just go based off whatever is blasting or trending or whatever the hot topic is at that moment, as opposed to actually getting into the ins and outs of it and actually finding out what the hell they're talking about.
Yeah.
How difficult is that?
It's honestly frustrating. I mean, there was some stories where there's facts supporting it, whether it's in a different religion or a different economic stance. I mean, I'm always taught and still proceed to be respectful first and very, very open-minded, especially now. There's so much information everywhere. I understand you can get caught up in it, but understand where you're coming from with students who are telling me why they think this way, and then say, I get it. I know, I respect you for even being vulnerable to say it.
Yeah.
As long as I'm being respectful and they're being respectful back, then we can keep on progressing. But what becomes frustrating is when you go tell somebody a different story about your interaction with either me or with another person or anybody else you're debating this topic on. Okay. You cannot seriously go on and say some radical idea like as if it's something insane that like no one else is seeing on the media, but then not have a stance or supportive data for it. If it's just you saying it, well then make a movement about it.
Okay.
Make it believable. It's always first being respectful, being open-minded, and really have some facts. There's tons of data out there. Don't always believe what you're seeing on Facebook, Instagram, even emails. There's spam emails who are just out there, dude. It's upsetting. Yeah,
there's a whole farm network that's basically out there just to propagandize.
Yeah, man.
And just get people at each other's throats, and it's wild how these last, what's it been now, 12, almost going to be last 12 years, how crazy and how, not in tune, but how much of a voice the young generation has. And I think it started all with Trump, because before Trump, everybody loved him. Well, because he was actually, I know when he came out on an interview with Oprah, he said he was a Democrat. And he said if he would ever run for president, it would probably be as a Democrat. But then when he came out, all of a sudden he became racist and everything after winning NAACP awards and all kinds of shit. And all of a sudden, just because the one thing that I know everybody says that, the orange man is the devil or whatever.
Yeah.
The one thing that I love about the guy is I love that he calls everybody's bullshit to their face, and they fucking hate him for it. And everybody got together and said, we're just going to take you down. The bad thing about that is that all the regular people are the ones suffering for the stupid shit that these politicians are doing.
Yeah.
So when you're trying to decide, like, how did you know the Democratic Party was for you and not the Independent Party or not the Republican Party?
We're always pushing it's an idea for everybody.
Okay.
It's a topic where I seriously care about whatever you're going through. It's the general welfare about who's next to you, who's your neighbor. Like those who are dependent on government resources.
Right.
I see where you're coming from. You're more than able to, tie yourself by the bootstraps. And, you can do that. I would love for you to do that. For now, you're going to have to keep on getting support. It's values that made me lean towards them was a sense of community, sense of education, sense of respect for one another, and not ignorance. There are definitely cons,
right? Like
what? The basic politician who's pushing an agenda that's not tangible for you or me,
right?
Like those ones who are like trading stocks. You're gonna.
Oh, Pelosi.
Yeah, dude, all the time. You can't be.
She even had an app where. Who was it? Somebody in Semi Valley came up with an app that you follow whatever trade she makes, so that way you make the same, so you could be a billionaire. Because that's the thing that gets me with these fucking politicians is that they'll vote things into action, and they'll have their significant other or cousin or whatever invest, and now these guys who make supposedly $76,000 a year are multimillionaires, which makes no fucking sense if you do the math. But yeah, so like AOC was barely been in. She's been what, less than 10 years?
Yeah.
She's early a millionaire off of. Come on, man. This Applebee's girl, this Applebee's waitress. I mean, she's easy on the eyes, but I mean, god damn, she's
It's a trip, man.
She's retarded.
You can't be monetizing off of stuff that you know that public doesn't, you know.
But yeah, well, that's where these guys. I mean, that's where the whole dirty game of politics comes in, man.
Yeah.
And it's crazy when you start paying attention to it without looking at the agendas, and you actually just see like the moves that they make.
Yeah.
Like I know my original co-host Vince, he was a huge Bernie Sanders fan. And the big thing about Bernie was being the independent, the social independent or whatever. And there's no way he'd win as an independent.
No.
It's impossible, right? So he decided to go with the Democratic Party. And when he was actually going to win the vote, somebody decided, nah, we're just going to give it to Hillary because we don't want Bernie to be there. And he was like, oh, okay, that's cool. So when he ran again, when Biden was going, he was going to win it. It was like, nah, we want this dude, not you. He's like, well, yeah, that makes sense. That's cool. Like, it's like, dude, where's your fight? You have all this argument and all this fight. Where's your fucking spunk? And how are they able to keep these people in line?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It makes no sense to me.
There's no accountability.
No. And so when dealing with politics, do you get in a lot of heated arguments within your family because of your ideals with the politics, or is it just something, or your family, you know, along with the same political ideas or ideals that are installed in you?
No, it's kind of 50-50.
Yeah.
Like I know a lot of us have those family members where we have a different party, the stance that we
right.
stand behind. But dog, come on. Like, you're not, like, if I'm with you at Thanksgiving, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna ask you, like, why do you think that way?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna fight you over, like, a physically fight. I mean, we can argue, but as long as I'm not saying something like a jab
Mm-hmm.
or, you know, saying something insulting, then it's cool. But I mean, as human beings, like, am I really gonna say, like, stay here and then keep on believing what I'm thinking and then not be not want to see how you think or be open about it? Like, we got time.
Yeah.
I mean, not really, but
we got time as far as time for what?
Like life's too short for me not to try.
Okay.
Why you think that way? You know, like my dad's like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't talk to him that much, but
oh shit.
like there's been times where I'm trying to educate him, not educate, because obviously that sounds like it sounds weird,
Right?
but like kind of keep him in the know about, like, this is what happened here in our local politics changing, or some stance on this, and then make him reason it.
Right.
And then the best part, it's seeing, like, it's always playing devil's advocate. Like,
Okay.
that's my end. Consistently playing devil's advocate. You see both sides. That happens to me so much, dude. I'm shooting myself in the foot over it, like, a lot of times. Like, I don't ever see anyone seeing both sides of it. And then let's get through the middle. Like, there's no compromise at all.
Right.
Like, you want to stay ignorant, cool. But if you're gonna stay ignorant, I'm gonna be like a dick to you. Like, you want to be stupid, or you want to keep pushing whatever the fuck you want to believe. Like, I'm not gonna let you get through with it and then be like, you know, he doesn't want to argue with me because he knows I'm right. Like, you're not fucking right. You're dumb. You're not being open about it. You want to keep spewing this trash.
Right.
Like, and I'm gonna be, like, more than patient with you to hold your hand through that conversation. But, like, with my dad, there's times where he's like, nah, man, it's all these billionaires are trying to get money from us and, you know, trying to steal from us, and it's because there's all these politicians that know each other. Like with, like, local stuff, dude, it's very, like, tight. Like, people are always concerned about where your tax dollar is going. Rightfully so.
Right.
Rightfully so. But if you're not literally seeing the agendas, the backup, the documents behind it, the reasoning, like all this stuff with, I'm gonna piss off people with.
That's the whole point of this,
dude. So
it's the whole point of conversation.
Like, okay, with that, what's that one in Dona Ana? That power source or some shit. I'm blanking out. What the fuck's it called?
Yeah, dude, I'm
Okay.
on 2 hours of sleep.
With like major projects like Meta or El Paso Water, dude, like you're gonna come over here and fucking bitch about it now. It's been a thing 4 years ago, 3 years ago, a year ago. Don't come upset now. It's been in the fucking works. Like it's about being in the know. Like, and trust me, there's stuff probably going on that I don't even know about, but we'll get blindsided from it like earlier,
Right.
or later. Like that shit in Qatar with or in Colorado with Qatar that they built that Air Force base. I think it's in Colorado. Like that shit came out of nowhere. I mean, I'd be rightfully upset too if I wasn't. I'm a stakeholder and I don't know anything about it.
Right.
Like you are wanting to be loud and get your voice out, or be an advocate somehow, and make people's voices heard that can't be heard. Right. Well, then go do the fucking work. Go research, dude. We got tons of phones, computers, people, and especially in El Paso, dude, it's a small town.
Right.
Like, you can straight up just go, like, request information and see what's up. But, like, if you're going to complain about it now, when it's been a thing years ago, then, honestly, like, don't say anything about it. It's already too fucking late. Like, you should have been aware earlier. And I don't want to keep letting that happen.
Okay.
You know, make who's coming up or who's already making the decisions or who having to pay for those decisions literally aware about why and how and when. Like the next project that's going to come up. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it's one. So go look what your elected officials are doing. Or just stay in the know, dude. Don't bitch about it when it's been a thing for a couple of years.
Yeah, but I mean, it's also, you also got to understand within, the community here, there's with the median level of income and the hard work that these guys are doing, sometimes 12, 13, 16 hours a day, they don't have time for that on top of, raising the kids and all the other stuff. So, I mean, I get what you're coming from, but at the same time, like you said, with the being compassionate part, there's a lot of stuff that's people don't have time for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is like, I know, like, one of the biggest things out here is like on this project that they're doing on Montana Street.
Yeah.
That they're trying to extend whatever, make a free. I don't even know what it is
Over
now. Here. A freeway or a roadway that connects. It's been going on for like the last 10 years.
Yeah.
There's no end in sight. It's just a money pit. And then we start deciding, well, let's go ahead and start these other construction projects at the same time. And like when they're always shutting down the west side because they want to widen the roads, and they're like, no. Halfway through that, it's like, no, let's go do this other shit on the loop on the bottom of the loop when it gets down towards more towards the Mexican border, and they want to renovate that and make that white. It's like, dude, let's finish one fucking thing. Yeah. And I get where people are so upset, and like, you want to be in the know, but like you said, this has been 15 years in, and no matter when they do or whatever they decide to have a vote on the issue, it's always at some random, all right, 11 a.m., we're going to have a vote. Well, people are working. Yeah. People don't have time to go and speak their piece. Yeah. You know what I mean? And let me ask you this. Maybe you know this because you said since you're in the know within all this. El Paso is one of the smallest, I guess, big cities, I guess you could say, in Texas. Why in the hell is everything so expensive here as far as, like, taxes with, like, real estate, property taxes, compared to Houston, a house that's, say, for example, almost 3,000 square feet within Houston or the outside surrounding areas of Houston, 3,000 square feet, you're looking at almost a little bit under 300,000. Yeah. Here you're looking at almost 500,000. How is that possible?
I don't know, dude. I mean, it's upsetting for sure. I think it's they always say it's the market that's determining the value of your home. Mm-hmm. But then it just ends up being a loop.
But if it's the market, then the market should reflect the income here, the median income here.
It should.
Which there's no way
it don't.
It has, and ever since the pandemic happened, everything's gone through the roof, and I don't ever see. I don't think the way or the prices or the way of life that we had before is ever going to come back, because people are greedy, and they said if you're able to afford it now, then you'll be able to afford it later.
Yeah.
And it's shit like that's upsetting, because I'm sure that money that the taxpayer is paid is going into somebody's pocket and not into bringing down, prices or whatever it is, right?
Yeah, like I live by there's like that development over here in Montana. It's gonna be like the new highway.
Yeah.
2019, it's bumped up like $60,000. Like, but like that's not anywhere like that's worth 60,000. But you're gonna go charge me another 60 G's. There's like a highway next to it. We even got a park.
Right.
Like it pisses me off. Yeah. I don't know why it's being up that high. But you can go protest your taxes too.
Yeah, but I mean, at that point, how much is it? Will they actually drop? Because then now they're going to say, well, we're going to send a land surveyor, and they think, well, that's open to interpretation. You know what I mean? Because that's where the politics comes in, where you're like, well, I'm sure this dude's getting a kickback from somebody, so of course I'm going to think it's a lot more pricier, because that's the way politics is.
Yeah, exactly.
So, knowing all that, why the hell would you even bother wanting to get into politics?
Just, dude, gonna die trying to change this.
You
know? With other family members too, they tell me the same thing. I'm like, I don't know, but like I'm working to help you all fix this and change this. I don't want to have to get my home, and it's like something I can't even afford. Right. Like legit, like the median new household bar is like what, 36? Dude, that's like back, dude. I've had people who bought it when they were my age. I'm not gonna say it, but still. It's something worth organizing for, like especially if you ain't got the time. Like if there's, we got like 800,000 people. There's for sure, I'm confident like 100,000 that would be willing to organize for it if they got a system of a plan of action, like a neighborhood association. Make one. Everybody gets together and protest that this isn't right. Like when they had those, they had board members for CAD, or here locally. Dude, that hit everybody like out of nowhere. Like, what do you mean you're gonna go put in people to kind of help facilitate decisions and then not let the city know? Right. Like, it's organizing. Go literally have a rally outside of it, or go protest as much as you can here or at the state. Especially like in Austin, dude. Like those people, they're trying to get more tax exemptions too, rightfully so. And it's going to be tricky to kind of see how we're going to fix this. Like, that would be a perfect way to really address and help fix everybody. Issues on property taxes. Okay. Organizing, seeing where it's coming from, why. Educate yourself on how they adjust or why they determine those prices. I know it's like a lot of like little things, and it's like, this is the reason why.
Yeah, it's a lot of bullshit.
Yeah, it's pure... It's pure like little decisions, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here. My home is not worth that much. Yeah,
because you get it. Because every year they try to up your taxes more and more, and they say like, oh, well, we evaluated. I know you bought your home for $100,000, but right now, just looking at it, it looks like it's on $500,000. It's like, how the fuck did it grow so much when I haven't touched anything on the house? How does it appraise that much higher? And it makes no sense. And that's the thing with politics, is that there's, like I said, when it comes to all these projects, like we were talking about the opening or the widening of the freeways, the project on Montana, or whatever projects that they're trying to do, it's always somebody who's business acumen. Say, for example, right now, our mayor, who's a business guy. Before him, we had Leeser, who was another business guy. And usually it's like, oh, well, I'm going to give the contract to my homie, because in that way we both get... Yeah. You get, all right, dude, I'm going to pay you $1 million, and now I'm going to get some kickback from that. Oh, yeah. So it's always something like that. You know what I mean? Like right now, I think we got a real good council. One thing that they just recently passed last week was, or they were talking about, was this procurement process. Talking about why does it take me for this contract to get the job, but then they won't even start 6 to 8 months later. Like, even the money won't get there. Right. But yet they're going to put another barrier because of taxpayer funds. But you can't even see that happen because there's so much like bureaucracy or legalities to it. Yeah. Some of them you'll see was like even unnecessary. It was something about like
they practically put like another law barrier as to you need to have this approved. It was like a bond of some sort. So it is pretty it is very intricate, it's detailed, it's transparent, but I think a better topic for this, like as in like your buddies are getting contracts, is the housing developments. Like they get credits, but there's only 3 of them that are have the authority to have like affordable housing in the city, like in the region.
Right.
That's like you know it's going to go to 3 people right away.
Monopoly.
It's not cool. And then they want to have people from outside of town come to kind of break that up.
Yeah.
That's necessary. Like you just saw everything from like El Paso Matters is really good. Like one on the population at a steady or decreasing is not, that's already a bad topic for the I-10 widening. Yeah. They're doing it so that they can have preparation for 25 years in the future. But if we're like at a pause right now, and it's kind of like that nationwide, then like we probably don't need it now. Like wait a couple more years. There's already accidents happening. Dude, it's going to cause uproar. Yeah. And if it's for the deck or if it's for future population growth, right now, you can't really put that burden on those people who live outside the edges of the highway or the taxpayers, dude. Me, like in my circumstance, when I hear that it's really not, and anything's like everything's expensive, it's not affordable, it legitimately is in El Paso because there's this bias. It's called it's like they put this combination of numbers where it's your how much you earn, how much you pay in bills, and then how much your family does for both. But we're already nationwide low on that, even in the state. And you got to remember, like, we might have Las Cruces and Juarez and Fort Bliss, but that's just kind of adds on to the problem because then you're already depleting resources from here. Right. That's like groceries or gas. Like, people got to drive far for us. Right. And then when they say, hold on, back to the other thing about what El Paso Matters. Population growth on I-10, and then some other thing. Fuck. Anyways. But yeah, if you, I think it'd be good if you, I like what El Paso Matters posts. They always got good stuff. They really keep everybody accountable, and they go into like great depth, dude. Like about what's being shown, especially with your tax exemptions. Like, I'd be pissed too if like so much of it's going to my school district, but then they're not doing their best, or so much of it is going to UMC. Yeah, you know, like that. Have you seen that diagram where your dollar goes to those 5 entities, and it's like a percentage of the dollar cut up? It's like 44 on your local school district, then 14 on the city, then the county and the UMC, and then some other one.
So who keeps an eye on that? Is there somebody in charge that keeps an eye, especially like on the school district? Or is it just a base for the superintendent per school district?
No, so El Paso, the city is the one that keeps track because we're like one of the only municipalities where every entity has to send our dollar to the city because we collect it. The city collects it. Well, the city of El Paso, not the county. Yeah, they collect all the property taxes and then they disperse it again.
So who's the dumbass that let Socorro go negative $26 million in the hole?
That's Socorro, dude. You know, 3 of them have been there for like 2 of them have been there for like almost a decade.
Because it's ridiculous that Socorro Independent School District was already the highest paying in taxes, and somehow they're 26 million in the hole, and now they have no idea how it happened or why it happened, and these guys are still getting paid, and it's like, well, there's no accountability for any of this, and it's like, well, that's almost like a criminal mischief to the point where somebody should do some serious explaining, and not just lose their job, but almost be in jail, because where the fuck did $26 million go? And yet all they have is overpopulated schools. They decided to build a second SAC, which is the student activity complex, a second football field next to the football field that was already there, which makes no fucking sense. And it's just kind of thinking that, like I said, nobody has time with the fact that we're trying to catch up to just living minimally. Yeah. That we don't have time to keep track of all this shit. And the people that are in charge are living it up and when they truly have sabotaged something like 26 mil in the hole, now it's just quiet.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh well, we'll just have to start cutting back on funds on certain programs, certain as it is, the education system's already screwed.
Yeah.
And we're teaching a test. We're not teaching the people. The teachers out here aren't teaching actual knowledge. They're just teaching a test, so that way we could say we're complying.
Yeah. Like I know it's always gonna be, at least for now, hopefully not ever, is like a state problem. You know how like they keep on cutting public funds all over the state, and yeah, Ivan might have given us more for public schools, but that's not an excuse for you to go put the blame on the state. Like, you still got some type of responsibility after 12 years for some of them having to be there for that long.
Yeah.
And you know, like at least they know damn well what's going to happen 8 years down the road. Don't act like you're not knowing what's to come for your city.
Well, see, but I think that's a problem. I think they don't know.
I don't know.
I think that's how you end up 26 mil in the hole, because these guys are idiots and they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah. Like one issue, or what's relatable, and I think all of us should agree on, is like, all of us have a right to be fiscally conservative, because like you're only making so much, dude. Like some people are getting by check to check, like, and that's like seriously scary. If God forbid something happened to you, dude, you get into an accident, you could be homeless right away.
Yeah.
I mean, within a fucking month, but you don't want that shit. Right. So when you see like those boards making those type of decisions, like. Like, if you or anybody knows about it, spread the word, bro. Like, make sure that they're being held accountable, because it's going to affect your family, your students, your children, your neighbors, you know, having to pay dollars that they're spending recklessly on. Right. Like, the worst one was the previous EPISD board president. That dude was a contractor, like, giving out to himself. Like, where's the
transparency? Where's the accountability that I'm gonna give myself work? I'm in the wrong business. I need to be, because what percentage of El Pasoans do you think actually vote?
Like, very low, very, very low.
Is it the teens, or is it less than that?
Nah, it's like, no,
higher.
Yeah, it's not teens. So
30% or less?
I think maybe around like 40.
Because, I mean, if you think about it, like I said, knowing the cultural, area that I know, and knowing the people that I know, there's never any time to focus on that shit.
Yeah.
So it's a perfect gig. As long as you say one or two things that people agree, which is the same thing that every politician says every year, and the same promises. And it's amazing how you could keep making the same promises for over 50 years, and it's the same fucking problem.
It's a joke, dude, that more people in El Paso don't come out to vote. I was telling some, if he hears this, he's gonna be pissed off. But like, fuck that. This one conservative kid I was trying to find some common ground with him, and we found it. Right, it was like economic stability, infrastructure development, workforce development, border security, national security, and global dominance. Like, all of that we could agree on. And he's like, yeah, man, I think it was like one of those conservative groups at UTEP. He's like, I just think that there's too many liberal students on campus. We're trying to change that demographic. And I think it starts with education. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, it does start with education. I'm like, just look at what happened in May. We had 3,000 people to come out to vote for lots of boards across the city, EPISD, Socorro, and Canotillo. But 3,000 people, I mean, and that was like, I think it was early voting, or in total. That's like around in the teens. That's like 12% or 13%. You got 14% of El Paso in that area coming out to vote for millions of dollars in property taxes. So don't tell me it's about people need to be educated. It's about you not giving yourself enough, or you taking that leap to see. I'm questioning why people are making these decisions, putting those elected officials, those school board trustees, or any other board on there, and then not vote. Like, you just gotta make sure that they're out there, dude. But you know,
because I know right now is early voting for. But see, right now I don't even know what the fucking votes are for right now.
It's we got our Texas constitutional amendments, 17 of them.
Okay. Yeah, because I keep on seeing the signs everywhere, but like I said, I don't have time to keep up.
Yeah,
with
exactly.
Shit, so I don't know what it is. I need to get into this. I need to get into this line of work. 'Cause I can make promises. I've been promising my old lady, my roommate, shit for years, and I've never done any of this shit. I said,
Nah, dude.
That's perfect. That's perfect training. Oh man, I'm in the wrong fucking
dude.
business.
There's one of these fuckers is he got elected through like only 300 votes, and only in total like 2,300 people came out to vote. Like you got 300 people, and
That's
it was
awesome.
like it was one of the, it's I think it's the 36 zip code.
Okay.
And there's only dude, 36 zip code is like one of the top 10 biggest zip codes in the country. I think it's like 4th or 7th.
Yeah.
It has 100,000 people in there, but you're gonna have 2,300 people to vote for who's gonna represent those.
Mhm.
Like, dude, you could have got 50, you know. And I know it's hard to come out there and see what's on the ballot or see who this person is or what they're pushing.
Right.
But like, I told this somebody else, like, you gotta find like some type of sacrifice to see what's up.
Yeah.
And give yourself that time. Like honestly, I'm kind of like burning myself to the ground, trying to push everything and dying, trying to make sure that we're all like a community who's well aware, who's caring for one another and the know.
Yeah.
You know.
So like when it comes to like the Democratic Party, right? One of my biggest issues with just any party is that if you don't agree with the 100% of the agenda, you're shunned out. You're shunned upon because you're not agreeing with all this crap. With what's going on right now, what's your take right now with what's going on right now with the government shutdown?
Yeah.
And all that according to even the Democratic television side of it, which is CNN, they're even blaming the Democrats on this shit now.
Yeah.
Saying that they're the ones that are holding it up. What's your take on what's going on with that right now?
They're using the last bit of power that they have for this vote. I mean, there's only we even have like a couple of them voting on their side of the Senate for Democrats.
Yeah.
I think this is like the best time that they fought. They're trying to put it out and make everybody wait on this so that they can show that whatever Trump's trying to push out can't be getting on any longer. And when you play devil's advocate on this, you're saying that Republicans are saying, well, they're blaming them because they don't want to agree on our vote, and the vote that Democrats don't want to agree on is having ACA credits or like healthcare credits. Basically because they're trying to make up some cushion for Trump's big, beautiful bill that fucked up healthcare. You're already seeing like rural hospitals close down or prepare to close down because of they're expecting all those issues with cuts. With like prices and shit. What's tricky is like, what exactly is it? Like, whatever I just said, like only like 5 people are gonna get. Like, tell me what it is, like tangible. And now it's just them trying to hold out as best they can, man. You see that Trump has all his funding ready for SNAP, and you already have governors ready to give out their state funding for it. And then the argument you're seeing on conservatives or whatever their side is like that that they shouldn't be on welfare. Like, what do you tell that family of like 5 who's like a single mom,
right,
and can't get by and she kind of needs it?
Yeah.
Like, and that's not like what's happening across the board. Like, you know, there's some of us who seem like we kind of afford that we can, based off like the tax income that we have, where we can't get like childcare or SNAP, but you're still somehow getting by. Yeah. Like, those who are already on it kind of need to be on it to keep on just living. But it's aggravating, dude. You're seeing like those people are like they have like so much power because already the U.S. has that power, and you can't even like agree, or you're gonna let somebody like the House Speaker or Trump tell you not to say anything. Like, all of them just gotta grow some balls, dude. You can't. You're letting fucking millions who are about to like start starving on this.
Yeah.
And for you not even to say like, like some sense of humanity. Like we can't keep arguing about this, or we gotta agree. It's just upsetting. This is like they're like the peak of where they are, the best at what they do, and you can't even agree or have a public debate about it, or make it public about what's being argued over,
Right.
or make it like a game, dude. We're going to like what, a month?
Yeah.
Like it's a fucking joke, dude. Like and for either side to say it's blame, it's petty.
Yeah.
We're grown ass adults, dude, who are fighting over a stance on this and having to support someone's agenda or support whatever the community wants, like in with welfare.
Yeah.
It's a damn shame, dude.
You see, because when I see the Democrats getting the plea that they're making that, oh my God, these people that are on SNAP, these people that are on welfare, these people that need their money, these poor people, and I agree, they need it. Poor guys. Where's that same compassion for the government workers that are actually going out there working, aren't getting paid, haven't been getting paid,
Yeah.
and they're already far worse in a dire spot than the people that are receiving these benefits? Where the fuck is the compassion for them?
Yeah.
That's the thing that pisses me off. That when you're trying to use something as a political toy, and you're saying, "Oh, well, these poor guys," well, you just put out thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people out of work, including military people who were in war zones or hostile zones where their life is at risk, and their checks are on hold.
Yeah, dude. It's
Now,
not
why? How? Where's the care for these guys? But yet, you guys are still getting paid.
Yeah.
And they even asked Bernie Sanders on that. They're like, hey, so why don't you guys say, how about we don't get paid while this shit's going on? If you're able to shut down the government, why should you get paid if you guys are shut down?
Yeah.
And he's like, whoa, wait. Some of us need that money. Well, no shit. Some of you people who are already millionaires need that money, but what do you think about the dude who's living check to check?
Yeah.
Or the lady who is getting that extra shift because they need to pay for that child care? Where's the concern for them? And this is the thing that makes me so upset about these politicians, is that they play with people's lives, and yet when something like this comes, when it's a humanitarian issue, because, not being able to afford gas,
Yeah.
not being able to afford food for your kids, you're using people as pawns. That's not power. That's something far worse than that's just your fucking ego.
Yeah.
Why not tackle one? And the problem's always been like, all right, if I'm gonna push this bill, well, I'll okay this, but you gotta okay this other 7 shit that I have.
Oh yeah, dude. There's
It's like, no, you got to do one clean bill
I
and
hate,
just call it a day, get that shit taken care of, and then go on to the next problem.
Yeah.
But and everybody has. Let me ask you this: since you are within the, you are teaching this to certain people at the college at UTEP, right? Where the hell does everybody get that talking point? Is there an email that goes out to everybody because everybody's on the same bullshit talking point across the board?
Yeah.
And it's just repetitively said and murmured until they debunk it, and then they just flip it a little bit.
Yeah.
Every fucking time.
Yeah.
Where do these emails go?
There's
What are
just-
these? Is it like? Do you have like weekly meetings? It's like, all right, guys, this is the shit we're saying this week.
Nah, it's not like a organic meeting. It's just whatever you're seeing, like on the, like with our state chair or with national leaders.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much whatever what they're saying on their speeches. Like we gotta tax oligarchs and billionaires, and we gotta stop. You're seeing like whatever you're on media is like those points. Like, dude, I think we've had like kind of like 8 throughout this year of like different themes of what we're gonna talk about for this time. Like you saw redistricting was like a big thing. You saw oligarchy was stop the oligarchy tour. Another one was now we're on just different subjects all the time.
Yeah.
There's not like talking points. It's like a stance that you're supporting. And me, where I'm at, I'm like, well, that's cool, but it's not like gonna fix anything.
Right.
I want to make it understandable. I think it's confusing. You're not
Yeah.
gonna go tell somebody who's like a clerk, this is what you gotta like vote on, you know, or some regular people working at like a restaurant, or somebody who's doing like those 80-hour weeks, and this is what you gotta vote on. But then there's like the amendments right now. We got those 17, dude. If you go, it takes like an hour, 3 hours to do the research on all of them. You think somebody got 3 hours to do all that?
I don't know.
You know, like, come on.
Yeah.
And then those who are already in there, like, you gotta go take it a step further and see like what's it really about. Go see who authored the bill.
Yeah.
You know, but somebody who's a regular median voter who just votes every 4 years, like every major election, is not gonna know what's gonna happen or what's on this ballot right now.
Right.
Those points gotta change though, man. Like, that's what I'm trying to do. Like, what are the things that we all agree on, and then let's get past it.
So what are some of the steps you guys are doing to educate people?
It's like right now we're pushing out the amendments on campus, passing out flyers, letting them know, posting about it, and then there's like a QR code for each, and then you try to like make it. You say that what the actual language is, and then say how it's gonna affect you. Like one of them,
you dumb it down.
Yeah, like more and more. Like one of them is you're trying to give a tax exemption from 100,000 to 140,000. All that is exempted. One of them was like if you're a spouse of a deceased veteran, then you don't got to pay taxes on like a certain issue. But there's 17 of them. So another one was no taxes on capital gain. That's like stocks and any other like special income that you're getting. That's not the regular income like your job. But a college student's not gonna have that.
Yeah.
You know, they're not gonna have a business to get their taxes exempt from.
Right.
One that is crucial to us is the tax exemption for capital gains. They're already making that. If they take that away, another one was like business trusts. On average, if you go look at the Texas Comptroller, they got like $100 million or $1 million portfolio in their business. About like 200,000 of it or more or less would be exempt. But all those taxes are helping out like schools and your state infrastructure.
Okay.
So many of that, if you keep getting your tax exempted, then what's going to fund like all the public necessities? It's just going to be a bigger burden for the local taxpayer, like us having to pay so much for everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got to keep on dumbing it down.
So when people are talking politics, right? There's always the thing I can't stand is the amount of, I guess you could call it hate, or the amount of violent rhetoric that certain politicians use. And when they get called on it and something actually happens, like all the different protests, all the different shit that's been going down, where people get hurt, people end up getting killed, you have an insurrection, you have all kinds of shit that goes down. But yet when you come back and you try to get where you try to call out the person who actually called all called the arms and shit.
Yeah.
They automatically play the victim.
Yeah.
Maxine Waters, even Joe Biden, who said he was going to punch Trump in the face. I was like, dude. And then you wonder why are people who are supposed to be, I mean, as it is, these guys are fucking 60, 70 years old.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be the example, but yet they're over here trying to say, fight anybody. If you see them, fight them. If you, punch them in the face. And it's like, dude, where the fuck is this? Or when they even, who was it that said that they wish Trump should have been shot?
I
was like, God damn.
The guy from the Jack Black partner with that band that they have.
Yeah, no, but it was a politician that had said it also too. And then they went back after they called him out on it, and they're like, no. Well, what I meant was, I was like, no. When you say somebody should have been fucking shot,
nah, it's crazy.
That's not what I meant. No, you said some motherfucker should have been taken out.
It was the same thing with Kirk. Like, dude, ain't nobody want to see that or is for that.
Yes.
And if you're pushing like those who are like, good for him fucking dying, like, dog, come on. As a human being, you can't talk like that.
Yeah.
You can't. Where's the respect? Like,
exactly.
Obviously condemning like it. Like, I haven't met anybody, and thankfully, but also unfortunate if you're thinking it's cool. that's not right, dude. That's a whole ass human being right there. I'm not.
Exactly.
I'm not. I don't care if you're a piece of shit. Like, you don't deserve to die, dude. In front of all those people,
Yeah.
you just saw like hundreds or like traumatized, man. They're probably not gonna go to another event like that. That's not cool.
And all he did was just try to get people to talk.
Yeah, but
Now, do you agree with the shit he'd say? I mean, some of the shit he said was eye-opening. Some of the shit he says, like, dude, come on, really?
like,
But like you said, for the fact that he just wants people to talk
yeah,
is something that I think we need now more than ever.
Yeah.
Which is part of the reason that we have a podcast, is to get people to voice their opinion, because everybody's got a story.
yeah,
And I think everybody has a right to tell that story. And the fact that it got people talking, I think that's better than the alternative, which is the violence that happened with him, which, weirdly enough, he was all 4 guns and then he got popped off by one. But,
yeah,
I mean, it's got to do with the mentality that everything gets fed through the fucking internet, that this dude's a devil, this dude's this dude's that.
it's there's no like with the politicians saying they're taking their salary. That's already creating like dissonance. It's creating lots of psychological dissonance. Like, our U.S. senators not gonna know that we probably got like, I don't know, like it's like a fun fact about El Paso. Like, one of them is that we have the largest inland installation plant, largest inland plant that cleans water.
Okay.
Or they won't know like what their local gas station has for like the milk. That distance is already creating. It's taking away humanity, like, for one another and respect. That's why, like, when you see people getting caught out in public, it's like,
Yeah.
they're like scared about it and shit.
Yeah.
Or they don't know how to connect because they haven't been seeing what's really going on in their community or with their constituents. And then when they get called out either at the office or at work or in public eye, they look awkward about it.
Yeah.
Because they're finally getting like a sense of truth of what's happening. With that Kirk thing, man, like, people were, when you're seeing those ugly comments online, and it's showing that there's no like remorse.
Yeah.
I get it. You kind of disagree with it. Don't be happy. But for those who on the other side saying like it's the entire Dems who are violent,
Right.
it's like, come on, it's fucking crazy. You're not gonna really think like me right now, like I'm strapped.
Yeah.
I'm not strapped. Like, it's not. I'm not gonna put it out on the table either and be like, look, like, try me, fucker. Like, that's crazy. Or for me to think on their end that they're all strapped either.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
there's
it's the poison of the fruit. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Poison of the fruit, the tree of the fruit, is that if one does it, it's just like when the issue with Chauvin and what's his name? I forgot his name. The guy that got killed by Chauvin in Minnesota or Minneapolis. The black dude that got killed by the cop.
George.
Yeah, George Floyd. So it's just like him. Everybody, well, it seemed like everybody on the left side at that point, it seemed, is that they said, well, if that one cop is bad, then they're all bad.
Yeah, like,
So it's like, wait a minute. You had one dude who fucked up.
yeah,
That doesn't mean they're all bad. And that's the problem, in that when these guys came out and they're trying to rile their caucus going so that way they could get more votes and could make sure that they stay, but they're not thinking about the fucking riots and the fucking more loss of structure, loss of property damage, the fucking loss of life.
yeah,
That's going to happen after that, just because they want to, granted, you had one dude that fucked up, and there should have been some changes. There should be changes that comes from that.
yeah,
But to try to burn a fucking city down for it's a bit much.
yeah. Like those people shouldn't be looting.
No.
Like what was happening like in 21, 22?
Yeah.
It can't be, come on. Like, you're giving us like a bad image for whoever did that
Exactly.
on our side, and then
And
it's the same with
They showed some dude loot the fucking Cheesecake Factory. He was running out with the cheesecake. I was like, yo,
yeah.
that's what you're going at.
That's insane.
I mean, but there's so much shit, and I think that this is one of the things that one of the final things I was going to ask. Do you think the Democratic Party is going the wrong way? because now that they have AOC, the little clique that they have, AOC, Elon Omar, and I never remember that another the fat lady's name is. I think she was from Minnesota or whatnot. The one who came out saying "fuck Trump" and "fuck him" and "fuck all that, and I was like, oh fuck. It's a whole little trio or whatnot. There's the Socialist Party, I guess is what they're calling them. The far left seems to be getting more. I guess they're great for TikTok. They're great for X. They're great for which is where all these people are getting their information from now. Do you think that's the face or that's the future?
Nah, like that's why we have more younger faces showing up, because they're not representing what's really there or respecting the actual constituents there. And right now, it's a very, you'll see it everywhere, like in the state races, national races.
Yeah,
it's kind of like a toss up for who's the next VP or the next primary president for Democrats, the next candidate.
Who are they pushing right now? Who's the top?
No one's pushing anybody. It's like whoever's getting the most clout, the most positive messaging, the most relatable.
Who do you think would be the best candidate on your guys' on the Democratic side? Because there's so many flaws in so many people.
Yeah,
in both sides.
And we still got
I mean, Phil, we elected we fucking elected a guy who was comatose most of the time, had no idea where the fuck he was at. And then we elected a TV personality or reality show.
Yeah.
And again, I love that just because he came on talk shit to people, because that's how people are.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's what you need to tell these fucking people. Get in their fucking.
Dude,
you got to call them on their bullshit.
There's like four more things. Like there's like these some 88-year-old or like 90-year-old congresswoman in like
the one that they found in a home.
I think so, dude. Yeah. There's articles saying that
they didn't know she was there.
Yeah, bro.
She was already seen. I was here in Texas. I can't remember the lady's name. She was already. I think she was showing signs of dementia. They had her in a home for like 6 years, and her secretary was the one that was making all the fucking
dude.
And nobody fucking knew.
I saw this fucked up article on like the Post has like these opinions, like the Washington Post. It's like one of their pages.
Yeah.
And it said, hot topic: our state capital shouldn't be a assisted living center.
Yep.
And like spot on, dude. You see, all of them are just there making all these like their assisted living is happening in our state capital, dude. They're gonna die within the next
AARP convention. Should there be term limits?
Hell yeah, dude. It's some bullshit that you got fucking up there who are there for that they should stay in office because they got seniority. Get the fuck out of here. You don't even know what's happening in your own district, dude. You know Mike Johnson's district, the House Speaker, has like the poorest district in Louisiana. Dude, you think that they're struggling to survive? Like, you think they got time to go and vote? I understand why he's even there, because he doesn't have a constituency that's like gonna hold him accountable.
Right.
Louisiana, out of all places, you think he'd be from like Vermont or some shit, but he's not.
It's Bernie. Bernie knows all the old people there.
It's not cool, dude.
Because what worked 40 years ago when you first started isn't working now.
And there's been what's the craziest part? It's like when I go back and look at like just recent history, we weren't like so polarized. So when I see it happening now, like imagine I'm kind of like born into this polarization. Like if it's red or blue, there is no second option. There's no bipartisanship. Like it's very bad on this side, very good on this side. No agreeing with either or. But when you see like how mixed it was, like in the at least the 70s, 80s, like there was like lots of continuous bipartisanship. Like they could agree with one another and disagree, and it still makes some like action happen, like some real work. Like I didn't know back in like 1980, Bush had debated Reagan. But then he ended up making him his VP. Like that's badass. Like we shouldn't have to fucking like disagree with one another and then be like, "Fuck you, I'm not gonna help you at all." Like it's a team effort, dude. It's a nation. Like that's when they talk about like Kirk or anything within our country going through like God forbid, like a civil war. Like end of the day, like as an American, I'm gonna be proud to be an American. Of course, not with everything you're seeing like with like wars, because we're not a war powerhouse either. We shouldn't be. And then as a Texan and as a human being, like, all of us should be proud of that. Like, just because you're a Christian on the Republican side doesn't mean like you're a true patriot. The true patriot's the one who served. Like, the fucking one that really gets to me, dude, is like when they talk about national security, but yet you're letting Republican lawmakers in Texas give like some leeway for contractors to let China come over here. Like, you're no better, and then you're pushing out something that's against your patriotic values. You know, like what's a real one to you? Like us disagreeing and still making some work happen. You know, that's what it should be about.
But I mean, I think all that has really come to light since Trump came in because of the fact that everybody hates that this dude who wasn't a politician came in and basically said, "You guys are all full of shit. Fuck you guys."
Yeah.
And because I mean, the moment he came in, he started calling the fake news. He shit on everybody.
Yeah.
So the best way to get back at him, which is the stupidest thing, is like, well, we're gonna make him pay by making him look like the worst president.
Yeah.
So we're just not gonna agree to shit. Well, what good does that fucking do anybody?
Yeah, he came in and kind of broke the establishment, dude. You saw lots of senior Republicans, lots of senior Democrats say, I'm not gonna put in another term because this fool's disassembling it.
And it's kind of a good thing that what is it called? Like drain the swamp.
Yeah.
It's kind of a good thing to get rid of the people that were just there mailing it in.
Yeah.
But at the same time, now you get to the point where nothing's going to get done because just out of spite, regardless of if you have a good idea, they're still not going to do it because they just fucking hate you. Just because you called them out and you made them look stupid. And these guys are trying to be political with it. But then you come out and you're just like, no, you're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
You're just ignorant about it instead of being political about it. It's hard to find an idiot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's hard to fight a wall. It really fucking is. And that's a brilliance that I love about the dude. But at the same time, there's a lot of shit. I was like, dude, that's not
It was crazy.
But again, people started fearing the U.S. and started, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of a... You know, it's kind of a good thing to kind of have that in the back pocket because you never know what the fuck he's going to do.
To do like with the shit with the Venezuelan cartel shit boats.
Yeah, you just start shooting them down.
There's like straight up missiles blowing up these cartel boats. I'm like,
drones, man.
It's insane. It's insane. To his respect, like I get how on the campaign trail they were saying like we're trying to stop all this war. That they got like there's a town or like in Virginia they got like 10 congressional reps are like banked. Like they're stacked because they're pushing out war agenda items, you know? That's but I mean that feels crazy, dude. I never thought I'd see the day, you know, they're sending out naval ships to blow up those cartel boats.
Yep.
You know?
But to his respect, a lot of the shit that he said he was gonna do, he's been backing his shit up.
Yeah.
No matter how crazy it sounds, he's like, yeah, fuck it, why not?
Yeah.
You know? I mean, and the thing that kills me because everybody's so pissed at the dude that they don't want to work with him. It's like, dude, you got 2 more years of it. Just fucking get it. Just get through it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like a bad relationship. Just fucking get through it, dude. Just put up with it till you can, and it's admirable for everybody. Because once he's gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And everything's gonna, unless you're gonna have another reality star that you bring into the fold.
Yeah.
And you allow them to do it. Just let him do what we can to make our people prosperous, regardless of the fucking side of the aisle that you're on. Because Tulsi said it best, and I think Tulsi was actually a really good candidate when she was a Democrat. And she's like, dude, she said something simple as when they were, I guess before they adjourned or meet up for Congress, there's a gym downstairs where they all go work out or whatever for the ones that are still in shape.
Yeah.
So she said she'd be down there, and then she would be talking to, I can't remember what the name of the person she was working out with. And the person she would work out with was a Republican. And they would, you know, just shoot the shit or whatever. And that she was so it was like high school, that she was shunned for talking to them down there and for fucking hanging out. while they're working out. And that's why she's like, dude, what the so, dude, it's just, we're not talking we're just talking, hey, can you spot me on a squat? Can you, just stupid shit. And they're like ousting her of her own party.
Yeah.
That's why she was like, that was the start of, the hell with this, I'm going to the other side because this is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's fucking high school. And it's that I wish we could find somebody in the middle that a true independent can actually win.
Yeah.
Because I remember I was trying to see, I want to say in the 60s, there was a president, and I can't remember which president it was, that was a Republican, and his vice president was a Democrat. And they're able to get shit done. Yeah. And I think that's the best way we could get is to actually get rid of all the bullshit, get rid of all these old fucks, Maxine Waters, Bernie Sanders, that old lady who paints her hair purple for no fucking reason, who are completely lost in the fucking times, and actually get down to fucking seeing how we could get back to being the powerhouse country that we were. Yeah. Because our education, it's crazy how much technology we have and how much better life is for us now, but yet it's horrible. It's horrible times for us. You know what I mean? What is it that they say? Hard times makes strong people strong, or strong times makes weak. Yeah. It's and it shows.
No, but like, I mean, on some real shit, I think all of us are independent, like to the core. I just want the same things, dude. I'm not. It shouldn't be so polarized. Right. Like this right here, like discussing and agreeing like midway, fucking more than like, I'm confident more than like 2/3 of the country could agree on. Mm-hmm. But because they're fucking busting their ass in the rat race, right, having to work all fucking week, and then not be aware on what's happening on the ballots or for voting, is why we're here, because they got us fucking busting our ass.
Well, not only that, and the great thing that these politicians do, the way they keep power is they keep us at each other's throats. Yeah. And the way, that's how you keep power, is by keeping people decisive amongst themselves. Yeah. That's fucking, I'm in the wrong business. Yeah. That's I'm going to run for president. Well, first I'll run for, what was Barack? He was just like a fucking, what was he? He was like a
U.S. Senator.
Before he was a senator, he was just like in charge of like fucking like 3 blocks of Chicago or some shit like that. Like
an alderman or something.
An alderman, there you go. I'm gonna do that. Then, I mean, I just gotta find the cute, just somebody that plays the role. Maybe if I marry an Asian, I could just be like, hey, diversity like a motherfucker
all day.
That, or I'll just bring The Rock on as my vice president. I think we could fucking
make some work,
dude. I think we could do it. All right. So right now, before we head out, we're doing a little segment that we have. It's called 10 Shots, No Chaser, where I got 10 random questions for you. First thing that comes to your head, split second. All right. First question or first answer that comes to your head. Again, we haven't rehearsed these because I don't like to telegraph anything. It is what it is, right? It's all an honest conversation. Yeah. So right off the bat, question 1. If you could sit down with any national political figure, past or present, who would it be, and what's the first question you'd ask?
Kennedy, and is it true that your bodyguard shot you?
Oof. Be honest, which political figure do you think would be the worst to party with?
Lincoln.
Ooh. If college politics had an entrance music like pro wrestling does, what would your entrance music be?
Bean by Lil Uzi Vert, and yeah.
Damn. All right. What's your political scandal headline in 10 years if your friends were in charge of writing it?
Oh, damn, I got so many.
What's the biggest one?
Going to being a common, what's it called? A commoner?
Commoner?
No. A regular at Whataburger.
Oh, shit. Okay. Which U.S. president do you think would have been the best TikToker?
Damn. Kennedy.
Really? Yeah. I think Bush.
Oh,
young Bush.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, the Bushisms. Oh, Bushisms are fucking golden. You could create your own country. What's the first law you'd pass?
No daylight savings.
Okay. If you could make one conspiracy theory true just for a day, which one would it be?
The Mulani was fake.
The what?
Moon landing was fake.
The moon landing was fake? Okay. What cartoon character do you think would make the best president?
Chowder.
Oof. If politics didn't exist tomorrow, what would you be doing instead?
Working on my yard.
That's it? All right. And the last one, from a scale of 1 to 100, how full of shit are all politicians?
1,000.
Facts. All right. So, Jesse Moreno from the College of UTEP Democrats, comms director also, right, for Texas College of Democrats. For people that want to get more information as far as for just to inform themselves, where would you recommend that they go, and where can they follow you so they could get information or see what you're doing next?
Always, it's my Instagram handle is Jesse for Texans. Email, probably get it out later.
Okay.
Follow me on Instagram. You'll see me there. Follow me on LinkedIn, Jesse Moreno. And always look at your city council agenda, your county commissioner's agenda, El Paso Matters, your local news resources that are independent and viable. And honestly, get a neighborhood association started. Know your neighbor before you start having these bigger conversations, and really make some community happen.
Yeah. Beautiful. And so I was going to say any last words, but I think you pretty much wrapped it up with that. The Democratic caucus, how can they if they want to join the charter, if they want to learn, do they just go through the Jesse for Texas, or is there
go through me or the Paso Democratic Party, and yeah.
All right. Well, there you go, guys. You've heard both sides. Well, a little bit of both sides trying to go down the middle. Not red, not blue, more purple. The way we should be, the way we should do is put humanity first. All this other bullshit is ridiculous. Get these guys back paid, get these guys back working, get everybody on the same page, regardless of you like what they say, regardless of you like what, or you have a premonition about these dudes. At the end of the day, I think both parties are two heads of the same snake. So try to make the best of it for everybody instead of just hating somebody because they're vote blue, they vote red. Just learn how to get along. We're better off when we treat each other humanely than we do politically.
Preach.
So till next time, guys, don't be an asshole. Don't be a dick. Deuces.